What is going on, guys? Papa C back in the video for you guys, and today this is not Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. This is not Pokemon Emerald version either, even though that's what it says at the title screen. This is some weird ROM hack called Greninja Z. I'm not exactly sure what this game is, but I know that Greninja is in here, and the Z Greninja is in here. I don't even know what Z Greninja is actually. I think that means Ash Greninja. Either way, if you enjoy this stuff, leave a like, support the channel, and let's just get right into this. I don't know exactly what to expect. But the battery ran dry, that's completely fine, whatever, we don't care about that. Start a new game here, and here we should have Professor Birch any second now. Any second now, there we go, we have Professor Birch with something next to him. I don't know what that's supposed to be, kind of looks like a turd, I'm not gonna lie. But this is the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Great, this is what we call a Pokemon, and it's a Goomy. Okay, so we know this is definitely a ROM hack, because obviously Goomy is not an Emerald version, so that's pretty cool to see. It definitely works. Sometimes with these ROM hacks, like, they claim to be some sort of crazy ROM hack, and then, like, everything is exactly the same as, like, regular Emerald version. But this one, off to a pretty good start so far. So far everything is pretty typical to Emerald version. We're in the truck. The town looks a little bit different. There's some flowers on the outside. That's not normally there. But we are home. I'm expecting this to be exactly the same, though, as the original Emerald games, which is to be expected. You know, change the clock, watch the TV, all that jazz. So far, everything is pretty similar, except for these flowers on the outside. That's another thing I don't really understand about ROM hacks. A lot of the times, they don't really change a lot of things. And as I say that, there's something down here. But there's just water. Yeah, they don't really change a lot of things, but they add a lot of random, like, scenic stuff. Like, why did you decide to just add flowers on the outside of town? I don't really understand that. And, of course, we have to go save Birch and pick our starter. I'm hoping Greninja is one of the starters. I mean, I'm expecting to be a starter. That's kind of like the point of the game, as he's getting chased by Zigzagoon, of course. But I don't know what the other two starters would be. Would it just be, like, 3 Greninjas? Or, like, is it going to be just the Kalos or the oh, it is the Kalos starters. See, I said Kalos, but I meant to say Alola. But it's actually the Kalos starter. So, since this is Greninja Z, I don't see why I would not pick Froakie. That just makes the most sense to me. And down goes the Zigzagoon. Perfect. So far, everything is mostly the same, except for Route 1 had a few starters. I ran into a Trico and a Turtwig even. And there's this little route over here next to Oldale with some grass that I hope there's something cool in here as well. I don't have any Pokeballs yet, so I can't catch anything, actually. But let's see what's in here, and we have a Fennekin. So it looks like you can catch all the starters, like, ever made this early on, which is kind of cool. And here's me. I actually ran into quite a few weird Pokemon. I ran into an Inkay, I ran into a Phantump, I just ran into a Pidgey. So it looks like there's a lot of Kalos Pokemon in here, which is interesting. And now we just gotta battle May. Now, I did level up my starter to like level 9, because whenever I play one of these ROM hacks, for whatever reason, I always lose against May. So I figured, you know what, let's just level up to 9, and hopefully I don't actually lose to her. And I killed her. Perfect. That was literally 2 seconds, because I went for 2 quick attacks and killed her. Alright, so I actually progressed pretty far into the game because everything was literally the same as regular Emerald. Here we are, though, in the first gym, and we have a Gible for the first trainer here, which is actually kind of crazy to see. So hopefully I can kill this thing, because I don't have much to really do to it. I mean, I guess Bubble's neutral. But outside of that, I mean, seeing a Gible this early on, that's pretty scary. And I was able to win that, and it kind of came down to a quick attack, because we were both at really low HP. I clicked quick attack, and luckily we got the kill. And a level 13 too, by the way. Kind of just Froakie solo running here. And now we have Roxanne. Now, I'm expecting her to have some different Pokemon as well. I mean, if the other trainer had a Gible, which isn't a Rock type, and this is the Rock type gym, it would only make sense for her to have a different Pokemon. Would be kind of scary if she had something random like a Gible or even a Garchomp, although I doubt she'd have a Garchomp because it'd have to be like level 10. But she has a Gible. Okay, and it's level 12. That's a little scary. I have to say, though, the spreading of this game is actually pretty good. A lot of the times with these ROM hacks that introduce newer Pokemon to these older games, such as, you know, Gible and Froakie, the sprites don't really look too great. But this Gible sprite looks really good. The Froakie sprite, the back sprite looks really good. So I'm pretty happy about that. The only, and I feel like this happens with, like, every single ROM hack of a 3rd generation game, is, yeah, it's cool to introduce these newer Pokemon, but at the same time, I kind of wish they would, like, change the story up a little bit, or, you know, add some newer items, stuff like that, because right now, it's just the same exact thing as regular Emerald version, except different Pokemon. Although, Froakie has color change. I didn't notice that. I didn't even notice that at all. I'm not exactly sure what color change does, if I'm being completely honest. I know that it's Kecleon's signature ability. I could just check it right after this battle. Actually, I can check it right now. Let me just go and see what this does. I think it, like, changes your type to something. Changes type to the foe's move. So I guess that's the closest thing they could have gotten to Protean, right? So I guess that works. Sometimes with these ROM hacks, too, they will even implement the newer ability and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Must be pretty hard to do, though, to implement something like Protean. I mean, I don't know how you'd even do that. Then again, I've never made a ROM hack before, so I don't know how I would know. Okay, so she sent out another Gible, and it just killed me. So that's not that great, is it? So I just caught a Noibat, and I just realized that its dex entry is in Spanish, which I don't know why that is, but it's in Spanish. Okay. Alright, now I'm where we left off, where I lost to her. This time I have the higher level Froakie with Water Pulse, by the way, which is a lot stronger than Bubble. And I have a Noibat in the back in case I gotta just send it out to sack off. Unfortunately, the Noibat only knows Bite, which really isn't the best. And I was battling another one of the trainers before Roxanne and this gym leader. And their Gible had Dragon Rage, which is a little bit overpowered because that does 40 damage. And as you can see, I have 48 health. So that's a little scary. I'm going to evolve after this battle, I think, so that should be pretty cool. I wonder if I'll be able to actually see Z Greninja in this, or Greninja Z, whatever they're calling it. Like, I know it's not actually called Greninja Z, but that's what they're calling it in this game. I wonder if I'll be able to actually see it. And she does have a Nose Pass still, which was her ace from the original gym battle, which is kind of cool. This, she just died with Water Pulse, unless it has Sturdy. I honestly don't know if it has Sturdy. It might. I feel like it does. And I don't know, because it just lived with Water Pulse. Okay. Rock Tomb shouldn't do very much damage at all. Yeah, that's fine. It lowers our speed, but we're still a freaking Froakie. We should be faster than this freaking thing. And now we're a Rock type. Which, I mean, color change is kind of bad. Because, like, now I'm a Rock type, and Water Pulse does less damage. I mean, I'm still gonna kill this thing. At least I think I am. But obviously Protein would be a lot better. I didn't even kill it. Look at that. That's crazy. We got the confusion at least. So maybe you'll hit yourself for the win? Hit yourself for the win? Come on, Nose Pass. No? Nope. Gonna go for the attack. That has been unfortunate. But now I should definitely kill. I could just go for a quick attack, actually, if I really wanted to. Now that my speed is lowered by 2, I honestly don't know if I'll outspeed this thing, because it's only 1 level below me, too. And she has a potion. Are you kidding me? What? And quick attack should do nothing. Yeah. I mean, on the bright side, that should mean a Water Pulse should kill by now, right? I hope? Please? I might actually lose this if it doesn't. Okay, and it kills. So we get the first badge, we get the TM, and that should be all nice and dandy. Oh, and Froggy's evolving! I forgot about that. Oh my god, it's actually evolving to a Frogadier. That is cool. Again, sometimes with these random ROM hacks, they have, like, the newer starters, and they just evolve into, like, the regular Emerald starters. Like, if you pick the water one, it'll just evolve into a Marshtomp, which makes no sense. But we have a Frogadier. The Frogadier sprite doesn't look as nice as the Froakie sprite did. But it's still a pretty decent looking sprite, considering the fact that they were able to bring a newer Pokemon into an older game like this. So now that we beat the first gym leader, I am on my way to Dewford on Mr. Briny's tiny little boat here. I don't know how we fit in there if, like, literally the boat is the same size as both of our sprites. But anyway, here we are in Dewford. I think I'm just going to challenge the gym leader before we end this off. I just want to see what Pokemon he's going to have. And here we are against the second gym leader, Brawly. Let's see what Pokemon he has. Now, the trainers leading up to him, they did have Chimchars, which is pretty interesting. So I'm wondering if maybe he'll have a Chimchar as well. That would actually be pretty cool. I mean, if the first gym leader had a freaking Gible this early, and he does have a Chimchar, level 16. Not a Monferno. That's actually interesting to see. So this should be a relatively easy gym then, because I could just click Water Pulse a few times. Assuming that I outspeed everything and don't get hit and Color Change screws me over, everything will do a lot of damage, because of course I'll still be a Water type, and Water Pulse will get the stab boost. So this should be a pretty easy gym. You have a Meditite. I don't know why everybody has a Meditite in this gym too. I guess that's normal though, right? Doesn't everybody have a Meditite in this gym in the normal games? And I feel like the sprite looks a little bit weird in this game. I don't know. It almost looks like it should have eyebrows, but it doesn't. Is that just me? I don't know. But one Water Pulse should be enough to take this thing out as well, because we are a little bit over leveled. This is basically just the Frogadier solo run. A bit unfortunate that we don't get to see a Greninja though. I don't really know when that happens. I guess I'm assuming we have to play the game far enough to evolve into a Greninja, and then something happens that turns into a Greninja Z. I don't really know. But leader Brawly has been defeated, and just because I'm curious, I will hack in some rare candies in this ROM, just so I can evolve my Frogadier into a Greninja, and I can see if it's actually going to be just a Z Greninja, an Ash Greninja, whatever, or what it's going to be. I did read on the download page that it said something about how you can buy a Megastone at Lilycove. I don't really know how that works though, because it was just like one, like it wasn't like a Megastone for every single individual Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. It was just an item called Megastone. So I don't know how that's going to work. So now Frogadier is level 36. Let's see if it's going to evolve into a regular Greninja, into an Ash Greninja, into whatever the heck Greninja Z is in this game. I don't really know. I also enabled the walkthrough wall codes just so I can get to Lilycove faster, because I want to get that Megastone thing and see if it works. And it looks just like regular Greninja. Yeah, regular Greninja, nothing really too special. It did have, from what I remember, a pretty similar level up moveset to regular Greninja. It did try to learn Feint Attack, did try to learn Spike, stuff like that. And it's trying to learn W Shuriken, which I'm going to teach anyway because it's Water Shuriken. Let's actually read the description for that and see if it's actually accurate. It's a 200 base power move, a fighting dance that sharply raises attack. Okay, That's not exactly how Water Shuriken works, but let's learn it anyway. Let's just take a look at the animation here for W Shuriken, see what it does. That's actually a sick animation. Okay, that's really cool. I like that. And the sprite, the back sprite looks pretty good as well. So pretty good all around for Greninja. And now let's go to Lilycove. So I made it to Lilycove using the handy dandy walk through wall code, and since May's in the way, I'm just gonna walk right behind her and see. Now, somewhere in here, I should be able to get the Mega Stone. I'm not exactly sure where, but that's what it said in the download page. Okay, so I found it. We have the Mega Stone and the Anti-Mega. So the Mega Stone makes certain species of Pokemon evolve, and the Anti-Mega has the same exact entry. So that's interesting. Let's just get 99 of each of them, because, I mean, why not? Actually, it doesn't let me get 99. I can only get one. Okay, let's get one of that, and let's get one of these. Can I get more than one, though? So I can buy them individually, but I can't buy multiples at the same time. Okay, that's really interesting. So let's try to use one of these out and see how they work. So, and what the heck just came up? I pressed a weird button on my controller. There we go. Alright, I don't know if that showed up on the screen. But let's go and try to use one of these. There's a Mega Stone. So it's a key item. Okay, so that's probably why you can't buy more than one. It didn't really specify that. So let's use the Mega Stone on Greninja. Greninja's evolving. So I guess that's this game's way of getting Megas, and even though Ash Greninja isn't a Mega, Ash Greninja, because I guess there isn't any way to do it in-game, but at least you do have the stones. You can, I don't know if you can use the stones in-game. It'd be pretty cool if you can. But now we have an Ash Greninja, just chilling. Okay. Ash Greninja still has the same ability as regular Greninja, which is a bit unfortunate. I want to see what happens in battle, though. What it looks like, and if I can use the key item in battle. So let's see this here against the Shuppet. So, okay, that back sprite looks really crazy. So let's try to use the anti... It doesn't let me use it in battle. Okay, did not know that. So let's just go for a good old Water Shuriken. Actually, I do have Water Shuriken still. And there we go. So that's basically the game in a nutshell. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect, but I mean, it's kind of a cool concept, I guess. If you really like Greninja, then I think it should be a really fun game to play, because you can play through 3rd gen while using a Pro Key or Greninja, whatever you want, Ash Greninja, even if you like other starters. I am a fan of games that do introduce newer Pokemon to older games, but I kind of wish that they would add a little bit more other than just putting the Pokemon, but it is still cool nonetheless. If you guys want to play, the link in the description. But thanks for watching, have a good rest of your day, I'll see you guys next time, and bye-bye.